In the past few years, Saucony has produced some of the best running shoes for daily training miles and race day. The Saucony Endorphin Speed sets the benchmark for speedy daily trainers, and the Endorphin Pro and Elite offered marathon racing potential to rival some of the best carbon race shoes. Meanwhile, staples like the Ride, the Tempest, the Triumph and the Guide all cater for those everyday miles with combinations of comfort and stability. Now, if you're a newcomer to Saucony or a regular who's wondering whether to switch things up in the Saucony range, here's my top 5 pick of the best Saucony running shoes. The Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 is Saucony's best daily trainer, an all-rounder with a faster edge. It's my go-to shoe from Saucony's lineup for faster sessions. With its combination of punchy Power Run PB foam, nylon plate and speed roll rock ring, it's light, snappy, smooth and responsive. It offers more ground feel and agility than some of the bigger stacked super trainers like the Asics Superblast 2 or the New Balance SC Trainer V3. But despite the name, speed isn't all it's good for. The 36mm, 28mm stack and 8mm drop offer enough road protection for easier runs too. That makes the Endorphin Speed one of the most versatile, capable all-rounders. It's right up there with the Asics Superblast 2 as a brilliant option for covering most of your marathon training sessions. Throw in excellent light, disappearing but secure fit, and the Endorphin Speed 4 offers bucket loads of range. If I could only buy one shoe to cover all my runs, this would be high up the list. For me, the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4 is Saucony's best carbon plate shoe for tempo runs. There are a lot of shoes in the Saucony lineup that can handle tempo efforts, and the Endorphin Speed 4 is definitely worth considering, as there's not much to choose between the energy of the Speed 4 and the Pro 4 here. But if you want a shoe that offers more cushioning and softer landings, plus more bounce in the midsole, the Pro 4 is the shoe to go for. The Endorphin Pro 4 features 2 types of foam in its midsole. There is an added layer of Power Run HG atop the carbon plate closer to the foot, and then a wedge of Power Run PB at the bottom. That stacks up to a good level of cushioning that caters well for tempo efforts. I also like the fact that the heel collars offer much more padding than you'll find on most carbon race shoes. That boosts the long run comfort for this shoe. The Endorphin Pro 4 isn't as all-out fast and efficient as the top carbon racers like the Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris or the Nike Alphafly Next Percent 3. It's not as aggressive as a Saucony Endorphin Elite in this lineup, but if you want a more subtle carbon shoe for faster pace miles, the Endorphin Pro 4 is a good option. It'll also look after you deep into a marathon if the wheels have come off. The Saucony Endorphin Elite is a shoe that divides opinion. Some runners love the more aggressive, stiffer, energetic ride. Some find it a bit too much. I'm in the camp with the former, and I think the Endorphin Elite is Saucony's best carbon plate shoe for racing, at least up to the half marathon, though I actually raced the 55-mile Comrades in the Endorphin Elite and I found it coped really well. But I can run happily in a more direct shoe. I mean, you can see it's taken a bit of a beating here. The Saucony Endorphin Elite pairs Saucony's premier Power Run HG midsole foam with a carbon plate, lightweight uppers. It packs the same race legal stack as the Nike Alphafly at 40mm in the heel, 32mm in the forefoot for an 8mm drop. All that adds up to a punchy, responsive, somewhat direct ride in an extremely lightweight package that offers good stability for a carbon super shoe. For most runners, the Endorphin Elite is probably less versatile than the Endorphin Pro 4 and will cater better for the shorter, faster runs up to the half marathon. You might want more cushion and protection for tackling the full 26.2, but overall this shoe balances propulsion, energy and response with a touch more stability than some other carbon shoes. The Saucony Guide 17 sits in Saucony's running shoe lineup as a solid, no-nonsense and milder stability option for overpronators who want more cushion in a daily mileage shoe. It's not as stacked as the Hurricane 24, so if you want even more cush with stability, check that shoe out. But there's a lot to like about the Guide 17. For a maximal highly cushioned stability shoe, it manages to feel light and offers smooth transitions and great clip along for the slower, easier miles. The ride can be a bit blocky fresh out the box, but once you break it in, it's the kind of shoe that helps you tick over the easy miles in solid, reliable comfort. The dual foam combination of the Power Run and the Power Run Plus midsole foams works well, and the supportive elements create a subtle stability. The shoes really feel like they're working with you in a natural way for a supportive but not interruptive feel. I picked the Guide 17 ahead of the likes of the Asics Gel Kayano 30, though fans of softer support might prefer the Kayano's more cushioned ride. I also preferred it to the Nike Structure 25 simply based on the lightness on the foot. If you need extra support, the Guide 17 is one to check out. It's a good, stable, dependable daily trainer. If you're in the market for a workhorse, cushion, neutral, do-it-all daily trainer that's versatile enough to eat a wide range of your weekly miles, the new Saucony Ride 17 should be somewhere on your shortlist. The Saucony Ride 17 disappears on the foot the minute you lace it up and lets you go about your business without making its presence felt. There's an airiness and a roomy flex from the uppers, giving your feet good freedom to breathe. It features a Power Run Plus midsole foam, the same lively foam that you'll find in the pricier and popular Triumph 22. It's a big but not max stack shoe that offers excellent balance of padding, cushion and weight. There's enough softness for comfortable landings, but it's not too sinky. It avoids being sluggish on toe-off, and that livelier foam bites back at the right time. Saucony Speed Roll midsole rockering here adds to the smoothness of the transition, creating a shoe that serves up plenty of flow across a wide range of paces. It's not totally effortless, but it's good for covering long miles, whether you're moving slow and easy or pushing things slightly more up tempo. I think this is a great option for newer runners and beginners who maybe need protection but also want one single shoe to cover a broad range of runs. If I was picking my current Saucony shoe rotation, it'd look like this. I'd choose the Saucony Ride 17 for my easy recovery miles, but I can run easy in a less cushioned shoe. Others may want more softness for the easiest runs. I take the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 for the majority of my daily training miles, tempo sessions and speed work. Then for all out racing for the half or marathon distance, I'd lace up the Saucony Endorphin Elite over the Endorphin Pro 4, just because I like the more aggressive ride and I know I can handle that even when I'm moving slower over longer distances.